What is up, guys? Jake from One Hive here with a special video entitled The Death of a Town Hall 10. And what this is going to be is sort of a compilation of attacks from our previous arranged war with Cold September and showing the progression, the steps we go through to get some of these Town Hall 10 3-stars that you guys see on the channel. They don't always go like this, but sometimes they do. It just depends on the base, depends on the attacks. But this one took 5 attacks, and you're going to get to see all of them. I'm going to fast forward through the parts that are repetitive and just try to highlight the parts that are different, the adjustments that were made. But you are going to get to see each attack that from start to finish until we got the 3-star, and it changes, the outcome of wars. And this one we won by 3, and they were all Town Hall 10 3-stars. So that made a huge difference there. If you're going to try these things in your wars, there's a couple things that you're going to have on your side. One is your Town Hall 9s are going to have to clean up the Town Hall 9s. You can't be wasting Town Hall 10 attacks. Otherwise, you're not going to have 5 Town Hall 10 attacks to throw at 1 Town Hall 10 to get the 3-star. So you got to have your Town Hall 9s taking care of their own and clean that up. If anything, you need some attacks left over where they can come up and scout these for you as a Town Hall 10 before you ever hit that base. The other thing is you're going to have high-level heroes. You can't be doing this with low-level heroes. It's just the way it is. So don't get frustrated if you're not able to 3-star bases like this, but you've got 25 heroes. It's just not going to happen. But let's get into it. Look at the first attack. All right, here's the first one, and it was from Plow. And when you're starting these out, really all you're looking for is a good opener, what we call it. The way you start the attack, 99% of the time, it's going to involve a queen walk of some sort or to some degree. And you'll see here, Plow is doing it with a level 30 hero, level 30 queen. So you can actually do this. You can test out openers if you have some Town Hall 9s attacks left over with maxed heroes. Again, not everyone does always have those attacks left over, but if you do, this exact same opener could be tested with that army composition. So just sends the queen in, a wizard to create the funnel and pushing her through. And really the only thing he's going to try to do right here is get to that air defense right by the queen there. He's wanting to see if this queen walk is going to work, if it's going to be able, if she will, he knows she can reach it physically. Will she reach it? Will she go in that little nook? And obviously here she does. She steps up, takes out that air defense. And now from this point, the light bulb goes off. Okay. Now I can build on this. If you're a Town Hall 10 watching this in war, you can say, okay, this is likely not going to be a 3-star simply because it's going to be very hard for Plow to 3-star this base, even though he did have one that was almost a 3-star this war. It was crazy, but almost a 3-star. But, it's tough. With 2630 heroes on a base like this, level 2 Inferno Towers, decent level King and Queen, actually pretty high level King and Queen, and maxed air defense and all that, it's going to be very, very difficult. But this gives so much great information to the next guy going into it. We'll fast forward just a little. Actually, we won't even fast forward. This is the first attack. We'll let you guys watch the full thing. Comes in with a couple of golems and a jump spell there. Wizards to create the funnel. He wants the queen to sort of meet back up with it here. But here's where this attack sort of starts going off track and where the next guy's going to have to make those adjustments at. As they get in range right here, the Lava Hound comes out of the CC, plus a wizard and a barb there. But really just so much going on right here. The queen starts getting distracted by that Lava Hound. Everything is doing a lot of damage to his troops, to his golems, to everything, while the queen is not, that defending queen is sitting back just sniping, boom, boom, boom. It's a level 35 queen doing that. That's no joke. So everything's going down very quickly, and the whole time his queen's sitting back dealing with this Lava Hound. So as it goes down, you'll see that she's the only thing left. Has to go ahead and use that queen's ability. She does take out the defending queen, but her healers are gone. Everything is gone except for her, and all of those pups are going to converge on her, and boom, she goes down. So now this attack right here is pretty much over. He did not get the Inferno Tower, which was very important right there. That X-bow's still up, and he still even has a few pups that are going to mess with his balloons here. So as he starts to deploy in, he's just sending the Lava Hounds and the balloons. But this does give, again, good information. Where are those Teslas at? Where are those air traps at, if any go popping? Those are all things that Town Hall 10s are going to look for. Nice freeze right there on the front end. He meant to have that for the back end because that Inferno Tower was supposed to be dead to his kill squad. But again, the Lava Hound prevented that from happening. So right here, you see air skeletons starting to pop. All that's good information. Some air traps starting to pop. Look at that, boom, boom. That last Lava Hound going down really, really quickly right there. The blue's going through, but everything's starting to drop off pretty quick right here. You can see this is not going to be a successful 3-star attack. But again, so much good information. Even though it was a 1-star, it's just opened the door to the possibility of this base being 3-starred. So let's go back, look at the next attack, and talk about the small differences that were adjusted on it. All right, ASAP Aussie is the next guy up to the plate, and we are going to fast forward through this queen walk because, again, it's the exact same thing, guys. Once they have that opener right, they don't vary from that. They might make a minor change or two, and also ASAP does make a change, but that's coming up here in a moment. We'll talk about it when we get there, but pretty much the same opener. Comes in, takes everything out, gets in there, takes out that Tesla and that air defense right there, and then moves her way around the base. So now healers get to catch up a little bit, but right here, coming in just a moment, he wants to get this expo taken care of because that's a lot of damage, and he doesn't want to deal with it while he has that expo still up. So go ahead and use the queen's ability right there to get that taken care of. But that hog right there, he's decided wisely to go ahead, pull this lava hound out, deal with it, and that wizard and that barb, and deal with that separate from all that madness in there in the court. Very, very smart, very small, but very big adjustment. Now watch what the problem is right here. This wizard targets those healers, not the queen. So it comes over just because of the angle. That's just the way it goes. 1, 2, and here comes a third shot before that poison takes it out. His healers are almost dead. Now when this lava hound busts, watch these pups go to work on his healers right there, taking them down very, very quickly. The queen's taking most of them out. But still a lot of damage. He's actually losing healers at this point right there, down to 1 healer. Now he does change it up and just drop 1 golem here. Because one thing, he has those higher level heroes. He got that level 40 king, which is going to replace a golem very easily. Start moving in and drops a rage spell down. Everything starts moving in here. The king's got to take care of that storage, but then's going to reroute and get in. The queen's going to shoot over the wall and take out that defending queen, but she goes down. No healers, no ability. She goes down very quickly there. Now the king's ability is popped, but here it's just too little too late. He gets in there. He is going to get that taken care of, but you see, watch as the balloons start getting into range here. They are going to start being targeted by that multi-inferno, which is really not what he wants. He wants his balloons to be, all of his streams to be soaked up by something other than his balloons. But you see a lot of damage coming to that small group of balloons right there by the time that first Inferno Tower gets taken out. Drops the second freeze, or the freeze on the second Inferno Tower. Really nicely done. And everything's moving its way through the base really, really nicely here. As that freeze wears off, his balloons are right on top of that Inferno Tower. It goes down. The last air defense goes down. And at this point, you're thinking, okay, looking pretty good. But you look at the time. Look at the pups. He's got so few pups left over. Got the king up, but his queen is down. Really, all he has is balloons and a few pups. We'll fast forward as that last defense goes down. He's got a lava hound that did not explode, and it's just going to run out of time. But there you go. Again, now you know. That's the 3-star recipe. You've just got to have more cleanup troops. So let's go back, watch the next attack, talk about more adjustments that are made. All right, next at bat is Duce. He's up to the plate and going to start with, again, the exact same opener. Drops the queen in, healer's on her. She's going to move through. We're not going to waste time on this because, again, it's the same thing. We've already seen it. We know what's going to happen. We know it works, and so does Duce. So he comes through. He's going to wait, try to get that expo taken care of. Goes ahead and drops the rage there, not using the queen's ability, but drops the rage, which I think is smart, and then now comes the hog. Now, the adjustment that Duce makes is the placement of the poison spell, which is going to be basically just to focus that wizard. Again, the wizard's targeting those healers, but you see right there, it completely ignores the lava hound, drops it right on that wizard. So only he gets 1, it's 2 shots off, and that's it. He goes down. Got healers to about half health. So, you know, that's an improvement. That's better. You're going to see the lava hound's going to bust here. Another thing is that the queen is sort of further back, so she's going to get more of these lava hounds on those healers and not leave them on there. Unfortunately, one of them stays on and just continues to peck away at those healers, just reducing their damage or their health slowly but surely. Does go again with that 1 golem, drops the rage spell down, and then everything starts moving here. Right there, just lost 1 healer. Now the pup is working on the next one, working its way down. The king comes out, going to get engaged right there by the enemy queen, or by the attacking queen. Goes down right there. Still has the queen's ability, so can use it really quickly. Take out that defending queen. Finally gets that pup, but just a couple of healers left right here. They get in range of that Inferno Tower, but now the queen is backing up the king. He's going to take out this Inferno Tower much quicker, even though there's a few balloons getting targeted here. Not like last time, just a couple of them, and right there, the Inferno Tower goes down really, really quickly. So here they come. Lava Hound's going in. That still has the freeze for the backside, which goes down right there. Really, really nice. Next Lava Hound pops, but he's got another one reinforcing here. Drops a poison for some of those pesky skeletons, air skeletons. A little bit off on that poison drop there because the skeletons do make it through, but they step back into it. Plus some of those pups target them. But now he's got the king and queen up. He's got a few more pups right there. Another lava hound explodes right here. He's got more pups, so he's got a better shot at this. And he's got one balloon in the bag, which he's going to try to drop for cleanup here. Probably should have dropped it down here more towards the bottom. It drops it sort of in the middle there, but I would have put it on that army camp. But I think he probably thought maybe his queen was going to step over and shoot that, but she does not. We'll fast forward because it's looking really, really good. But I mean, just runs out of time. All three buildings that are left were being targeted and being hit 97%. So let's go back, look at another attack on this base. All right, Wanderers is up, and again, the same exact opener, dropping that queen down, the healers down, the wizard, pushing everything, and knows what he's going to get for this queen walk. He knows when to do it, where to do it, but really, I think what Wanderer saw on this base is what I have seen up to this point, and that is that wizard hurting those healers and taking those healers out. So he's dropping the hog in even earlier, goes ahead and drop that haste spell down, that rage spell down. Everything starts coming out. Now watch this, the poison spell already down. He's meeting the wizard halfway, so it's going to slow it down while it's traveling, plus start building that damage up, building it up. It just stands in it right there, and right there as it's about to get one shot off, boom, it goes down. It does not even hit the healers. Unfortunately, that minion he dropped does come up and get a little bit of splash damage on the healers, but not much. But also, look how much, because he dropped that hog earlier, there's nothing else to distract the queen. She's going to be completely focused on these lava pups. They are going to get some shots on the healers, so there's nothing you can do about that, but she's going to kill them every last one before she moves on. So right there, all of them down. Healers are looking much better than any previous attack. Now the golem's down, the wizards to create the funnel are down, the jump spell goes, and the king goes in, and everything is moving forward. Now, the one problem, Wanderers would have had a 3-star on this base had he had level 40 heroes, in my opinion. It just takes a little bit longer to clear through some of this stuff. We've talked about it a million times. It's that butterfly effect. He does lose one healer there to that air defense, I believe. But right here, the queen steps up. The king has to deal with that storage over there. Goes ahead and pops the ability. I think that was smart to pop it that early. Moves through. The defending queen's already dead right there. The king goes down. Now he's already started with his lava hounds moving in. Maybe just in his balloons. Maybe just a little bit early because the queen was still dealing with a few small buildings before she got over to help the king with that inferno tower. But look at this. No balloons are being targeted. All of the streams are being taken up by healers, king, queen, lava hounds. No balloons targeted there. So that was really, really nice. First lava hound explodes. Second one goes down. I think he probably could have dropped that freeze a little bit earlier because that second lava hound went down and all of those pups just got roasted. So you see very few pups at this point actually. And now the third lava hound is not going to explode. It's got a little bit of health left, and that's going to carry it through. He doesn't have nearly as many pups as last attack, but he does have both heroes up still. Has plenty of balloons, has that one balloon in the bag, and that army camp is no longer there, so much more concentrated here. Drops that balloon right in the middle. We'll fast forward. Everything starts going down. He's down to the very, very last building. Oh, my goodness. What a heartbreaker. 99%. All right, guys. Last one. Let's go back and watch the actual 3-star. All right, Megan Mo Money with the 6-star war. She is the girl of the hour. And look at the time right here. When she dropped her first troop, she's got 3 seconds left on this one. So still very, very close. Actually, a few mistakes were made on this one. So sometimes a little bit of luck's involved on these Town Hall 10 attacks. Not that she was lucky. She had a good plan, obviously. She just continued to try to improve on what was being shown. But there'll be a few things that you'll see here. The most noticeable one to me was the fact that on her queen walk, the wizard did not go down like it did on Wandy's attack. Just actually got 2 shots off on the healers like we have seen previously. So we kind of missed out on that a little bit. But we'll watch right here as it happens. We'll fast forward into it. Goes in and drops the rage spell. There comes the hog, but you see the hog was later than what Wanderers put it in there. But right there, does get the lure, gets it emptied out. And as they're coming out, she did not drop the poison to sort of meet that wizard like Wanderers did. She lets it get pretty much to her queen, to her healers before she drops it. So right here, 1 shot goes off. Here comes the second shot winding up. Boom, it just barely gets off, but it does hit them. So, you know, about half health healers again. Now the lava hound is going to explode, and because the queen's a little bit farther over, one or two of those pups are going to remain on those healers after the queen gets done cleaning up what's in her immediate vision there. Golem goes down, king goes down, wizards are creating that funnel, and then right here you see that 1 pup over there staying on those healers and taking them down slowly but surely. Again, the big thing here was having those 40-40 heroes. Comes in, it's going to get taken out just a little bit quicker. Everything's going to die maybe 1 shot quicker, or a half a shot quicker than what it did against in these previous attacks that did not have 40-40 heroes. You see the queen going down there, goes in and uses that queen's ability. Another thing is holding on and did not use this rage spell. I think actually Wanders did the same thing. No rage spell for the kill squad here. Just lets them work their way through and do it sort of on their own. Right there, the king goes down. Queen's taking out a few trash buildings, and then right here, they're going to get focused onto that Inferno Tower. But the Inferno Tower is targeting a few of these balloons right here. Just a little bit, not much. Very, very little damage going to them right there. Lava Hound's going in. Balloons are going in very, very quickly. Right there, you see one of them already exploded, so a few pups left from that. And then right there actually misses the Inferno Tower. But because of that rage, the balloons get there. Doesn't really cost her that much. Just, does a good job there. The Freeze did get the air defense, so it goes down. Right there, you see that Lava Hound is very low life, but look at the cleanup already underway and these minions. This is key right here. These minions over here, already working on cleanup, helping those pups out, and she can target those minions, unlike the pups that just explode and sort of go where they go. So right there, the last defense goes down, that last balloon up top, and this time targets, I love these little adjustments, targets the spell factory instead of the collector, because the collector pulled it straight to the left. Well, that's where all the troops are. So very, very small adjustment, but couldn't have made the difference there. Just a beautiful attack, and again, a beautiful series of attacks, if you ask me, just the way they built on it and continue to try to strive for that 3-star. It's very, very difficult, guys. Town Hall 10 is still tough, but it is possible, and this is sort of the process that sometimes you have to go through. So hope it helped you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from One Hive doing my best to help you guys suck less.